Welcome, everybody. Here for another edition of LSTAR Live, and I'm here with LSTAR Chair Kathy Amess. We're going to give you a few updates on what's happening at LSTAR and what you need to know for the next couple of weeks. So the big issue or the big news right now is the transition to PropTx, and how much time do we have until that takes place, Kathy?
We have 1 week. Well, the transition's already happened, but we have 1 week until access to ITSO cuts off. So July 15th, as I refer to as ITSO ending eve, is the last day that you'll have access. There's still 295 members that have not logged on to PropTx, which anyways, that's almost 10% of the member. Well, that's over 10% of the membership. So if you have not logged on yet, if you could please do so ASAP. If you can't find your PropTx member ID, then you can email membership@lstar.ca and they will set you up with that. But yeah, after July 15th, if you don't do that, you're not going to have access to any MLS services. So
I think it's important that we get that done. Something else you could do, and actually those of you who have already logged in and authenticated, is to take a look at the transition page on LSTAR's website. It's got a lot of interesting information, including a to-do list that everybody needs to do before the cutover takes place. There's also training sessions, the list of all the training that's available, the education, and also there's some instructional videos. So that's a really good place to go for information.
Plus, they should also get their data feeds set up from PropTx for your website. So if you have data feeds through ITSO for like a VOW or for IDX feed or anything like that, you need to get a new data feed set up via PropTx. Super easy to do. You just log on to PropTx and go through the prompts, but you do need to get that done, or else your data feed will not be working on your website.
On the website, yeah, that's important to do. So we'd also like to thank everyone. We've gotten lots of input from members that have noticed small and sometimes large issues with the new system, and we really appreciate that. Things like missing photos and errors in input information, that sort of thing. But please keep sending those to us. The MLS advisory group meets on a monthly basis to discuss changes and that sort of thing. So please keep us posted, and we'll continue to work on those as we go forward.
Yeah, and Kelly Blakely and her team have been working really hard on those items. I know sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get some of these things sorted out, but that's because they want to make sure that they're sorted out properly. So we do make an effort to deal with all of them, and I know that they're in the works. So just a little bit more patience. It's a lot of data to move around and a lot of moving parts, so we need to make sure it's done properly for everybody.
Yeah, it's a big project, but we appreciate all your support and your patience. Just if you want to give a little bit of an update, I know we haven't talked about this too much, but there's been a number of announcements of other boards in Ontario moving towards the PropTx system. So,
so Oakville Milton recently announced that they're moving to PropTx. The same with the upcoming amalgamation of One Point, which is Guelph, Lakelands, what's Ragboss?
Grey Bruce.
I always call them Ragboss. Grey Bruce, Owen Sound, and Ottawa as well. Possibly Huron Perth is going to be part of that One Point amalgamation. And also with Ottawa, there's Kingston, Renfrew County, Rideau, St. Lawrence.
Yeah, they're all looking at that, and they will be moving to the PropTx system. So there will be a large number of members and lots of data on that system. So, and a lot of it will include some of our neighboring boards. So you'll be able to see that information as well.
I think that's close to 94,000 realtors in the ballpark. 95,000.
Big number.
So we've almost got all of Ontario on the same database.
Very significant. Yeah. So that's good to see. So speaking of data, June stats went out yesterday, or went out last week, I should say, and interesting numbers. But also, I think we do want to make sure our members are aware that we did hold back on the major or the full stats package this time around because of the combination of the two sets of data. We wanted to make sure that it was completely accurate. So we held up on those. We did do the media release on on the general number, or the main numbers, but the finer details, we did hold off on those until we can be 100% sure that they're broken down correctly from both ITSO and PropTx. So again, we appreciate your patience on that, and we'll get you that package as soon as it's available. And there will also be the full package available for the July numbers when they're out.
Yeah, and the best way to get the most fulsome amount of data is to make sure that you are inputting all of your listings on PropTx. I mean, that's supposed to have been happening since May 28th, and all the sales have supposed to have been transpiring there and all that sort of thing. But we realize maybe sometimes members have forgotten to do that. And so, yeah, I mean, going forward, you're not really going to have a lot of choice. But if you could please make sure that you're doing your part to make sure that our data has integrity.
Yeah, and certainly from now until the 15th of July, make sure that if there is a sale that transpires, that it's reported in both systems if the listing is still on the ITSO system. So we need to make sure that that data is recorded so we can get it back to you in stats. So moving on, Realtor.ca. CREA has released their new business case for Realtor.ca. How's that looking, Kathy?
Are you asking my opinion? Or?
Yeah, of course.
I think it's a great idea, but I know there's going to be some differing opinions on that. For those that don't know what we're talking about, is CREA is looking to make a separate entity that would be a for-profit corporation owned by CREA that would handle Realtor.ca. It would have a separate board of directors, separate operating, but would still be owned by realtors, I guess, indirectly. Yeah. And the reason being is that we can have better technology and hopefully better resources, an opportunity to monetize some things that would be put back into the system so that we have a better product for the public and a better product for our members.
Yeah, and it would reduce the reliance on dues to support it, and certainly would be able to make some quicker decisions and keep up with technology the way, unfortunately, it certainly is still a a really good product, but it's with technology you need to be able to stay on top of it and move very quickly. So, and that's all covered in the business case, and those CREA will be making some presentations that are available to all members. I think they sent out a bulletin to all members last week, and there will be a session on July 10th at 10:30 and another one on July 16th at 3 o'clock, and you will be able to register for any of those, and hopefully you'll take a look and express your opinions and share your thoughts with CREA and with us on how you feel about that proposal.
Right.
So, moving else, if there's anything else you want to talk to us about, both Kathy and I are available and interested in meeting with you, your office. We're open to breakfast meetings, a walk in the park, anything like that, just to hear from you. So if you have anything like that you'd like to set up, please reach out to Kelly Bougie at the office here, and she'll set it up. Yeah, not between July 12th and July 23rd. So. Right, that's an important date that our chair will be here. Chair will be away, and you might be able to see her on TV if you watch the British Open. Yeah, not playing though. Not playing. Anyway. Maybe next year. Yeah. So, again, reach out, and if there's anything you'd like to hear from us, let us know, and we'll gladly speak on this on our next live podcast or somewhere down the road. Maybe from Scotland. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. Thanks, guys. Bye.